Hey guys! So for today's tutorial, I wanted to pull out something a little different. I wanted to show you guys the two different techniques that people have been using for years to apply foundation. A lot of times I get the question, what's better? Is it better if I use a beauty blender? Is it better that I use a brush? You know, what makes the difference? What is the difference? So I'm going to go ahead and actually show you. First, half of my face is going to be done using the beauty blender. The other half will be done using one of my foundation brushes. I'm going to be using the Urban Decay blurring foundation brush. And I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys what it looks like on my skin. And then I'll go ahead and explain really quickly what the difference is. So for foundation, I'm going to go ahead and pick up my Too Faced Born This Way. Please ignore the ratchetness. Alright, whatever. My Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I'm going to go ahead and squeeze one little pump. And I'm first going to apply it to this half of my face in areas that are most common. So, right here. Alright, so this is the half that has the beauty blender. Of course, I didn't apply any concealer over any blemishes or anything. I just want you guys to see the truest form of what it looks like on the skin being applied. So that's the beauty blender, and now I'm going to go ahead and apply that same foundation to the other half of my face using a brush, which would be what? Brush? So that is the right side of my face with the beauty blender application. I did a very light coverage. I didn't put concealer over any of my blemishes because I obviously want you guys to see the rawest form of application. So now I'm going to pick up my Urban Decay blurring foundation brush and apply that same foundation to the left half of my face. Okay, so this is the final product. On the left side, I have my Urban Decay blurring foundation brush. On the right side, I have my beauty blender application. So right off the bat, the most distinct difference that I see myself looking into my super zoom mirror is that the right side has a lot more of a sheer application. If you're staring at me right here in the camera, you're going to be able to see that my right side freckles are still showing through, as well as a couple of the blemishes that are on here. They're still showing through pretty much. I feel that the right side is a lot more dewy in finish. It's a lot more light coverage. It feels a lot lighter. And for the most part, it's natural. I'd say that it's a very natural finish. Now, the left side is way more full coverage. By the way, I use the same amount of foundation for both sides. So it's one pump left, one pump right. Alright? So my left side is a lot more full coverage. Even though I use the same amount of product, it definitely built it up more on my skin. You can't see my freckles as much, and the blemish is more concealed than the blemishes that are on this side of the face. The finish on this one's a little bit more matte, even though again it's the same foundation. So what the beauty blender and brush difference does to me at least, and I feel like I've seen this a lot on other people as well, is that the Beauty Blender, because it is a sponge and it's dewy and it's wet, what it's going to do is it's going to absorb any excess product so that your face doesn't look as cakey. If you're going for something very natural, I would definitely say that the Beauty Blender is usually the best route to go. If you are looking for something that's more full coverage, something that's a little bit more matte, a thicker layer of makeup, especially if you're going to do photography or things like that, I would definitely say that applying makeup with the brush would be a better choice, because it's going to definitely cover up any imperfections and make your face look a lot more flawless in terms of coverage, and the Beauty Blender makes your face look flawless in terms of finish. So there you go, guys. Thank you so much for tuning into my quick tutorial. I just wanted to let you guys know the difference between two different techniques. There are two techniques that I use on and off depending on what foundation I use, how I'm in the mood that day, what I felt like doing. So yeah, I hope you guys learned a little something from all of this, and I really wanted to thank you for checking out my video. Don't forget to click the like button and subscribe.